Hey, how we doing? Back again. Gonna be another Saber video. So far, that's all I've been on screen for is Saber-related stuff. I'm going to try to make it not too long, but it'll probably be a little bit longer because I'm gonna do or go over a couple different ones. I'm gonna do both of the free ones that I got through the Theory Sabers buy one get one events or discounts, whatever you want to call them, that they had. The one right around Christmas, and then the original one, and also internals that I got for both of them, actually, because both of the free ones came as just the RGB internals, the basic ones. Which, nothing wrong with them. They're very good entry level, but I wanted something, to kind of match everything else, as far as like the pixel blades go now and everything. So, and one of them actually, the second one that I got, I took a pretty good liking to. So had to make that one a little bit better than just the basics. So, I will have, now that I figured out how, I will have all of the timestamps or the chapters in. So if you want to skip to, if you don't care about the one and you want to skip to the other, you'll be able to do that down below in the video description, or actually on the bar as well. So we'll go over, why don't we do the original one first. So the first one that I got with the, I believe it was the Relic Hunter, along with that I got the Ghost Flame. It's a very simple design, gave me prequel kind of vibes, just by, the color combo and how it looked. It did not come with the leather wrap. It was just a basic like black metal finish tube. I got the leather wrap. It actually, let me go back. It does come with leather wrap, but it came with a dark brown. I believe they offer dark brown and black on Theory Sabers' website. I saw pictures of this one with a light brown, and I thought it actually looked really nice with the light brown. I also have dark brown on a couple already. My Soul Light that I got from them, and then my SaberForge ASP staff that I designed. I also have dark on that. So I wanted light, and I thought this looked really nice with the light brown. So just ordered it off Amazon. I'm pretty sure it was just like leather couch like repair wrap. It actually comes with adhesive on the back of it, so that's nice. Thought it gave a nice finish to it. So but as far as internals go, like I said, it came with the RGB. It still has the RGB in here. But I did order actually off of SaberForge because they seem to be the only ones that really offer a good selection of the Covertech wheels. And for anyone that doesn't know, basically your belt clip attachment. Get a couple of them here. So this is your most common Covertech like belt deal. Just kind of slides right in there. You can also use, if you've got the hook instead, you can hook it onto there. Personally, I like these. I don't remember where I got these. I think they originally came from SaberForge, either that or Ultra Sabers, I don't remember. These, a little bit smaller, and they actually clip in. So if you're, got more movement going on, you won't, there's no chance of it flying out. I don't know that with this one it honestly would fly out either, but this one's just got the clip in it. So, and then you've got two little squeeze things here. You can squeeze them on the side and it pops out. So I ordered the Covertech wheel for a couple of the hilts, and it was actually, I believe I ordered that one for my one I got from CC Sabers. But when I did that order, I also decided to try the Xenopixel core that SaberForge offers. I already have one that I use to convert my Ultra Sabers, and I just wanted to see what SaberForge offered, if it was any different or if it was exactly the same as the Damien Saber one you can get off Amazon. It's the same price. It's essentially the same thing. It's just sound fonts that come on the SD card and how they're programmed in the config file are just slightly different. I think there's a lot of them are the same, but there's a few different ones. So I wanted to try that. Technically, with the TXQ hilts, this isn't the exact internal for it. TXQ has their own internals, which we'll get to on the other one shortly here. But basically, the only thing that happens is on the back of the core. I don't know if this is going to be visible. There we go. That top hole here is where the set screw goes in and kind of pushes the button out, so it actually comes through, as you can see there. And for this, it's a little bit shorter, so where the screw lines up for the button on that one, it's actually down below, which isn't a big deal. You can still, I opened the hole, drilled the hole out a little bit, or it's just a slit, so I drilled a hole into it a little bit, and then just ran the screw down through there, and the only thing I had to do was I popped apart the core case, and then I actually glued in a piece of plastic off of one of the sprues from one of my model kits, so it acts as just a plate there for the set screw to push on, because otherwise it was hitting right on the edge of a space where there's a connector. So made this usable for the Ghost Flame, but the reason I wanted to have another core that's easier to get out is to swap, basically. The one in my Ultra Saber is not easy to get out at all the way I had to do that, because Ultra Sabers are so wide. So that one's not easily removable. This one is. I got it so I can use it not only in the Ghost Flame, if I ever want to mess around with this, but also for the old SaberForge hilt that I've had for years. I don't remember what this one was called. It was a very basic hilt. It was actually meant to be a staff, because of how short it is. But I got it for that, to actually be able to keep this one in my collection. Had to modify it a little bit. Had to open up the hole for the switch, because it was a lot smaller, the one that came with it, the button. But yeah, this was just a basic LED, no sound, single color, very old school. Now it is made for the Xenopixel core. So we'll toss a battery in it. Kind of want to toss this in there. If any of you have a lot of these batteries, if you have a lot of the Sabers, if you've noticed, or if you already knew, technically you shouldn't keep the batteries in them. They will drain over time on anything that doesn't have a kill key or a kill switch. So I actually found this on Amazon. It's a nice watertight carrying case for the 18650 batteries. So between all of my Sabers and my flashlights, I now have a spot that can hold, I believe it's 20 of these batteries. So that's kind of nifty. So just a kind of a recommend that there. We'll toss a battery in here quick. Okay, so it is on. Just wanted to make sure we had the connection in there. I'm going to toss this in here. We're going to put the set screw, we're going to run this in, and I will be back once I run the screw in here and get it all set up. Okay, got it all back in and good to go. As you can see, the button, it doesn't come all the way out. Again, this hilt isn't meant for that specific core, but I made it work just fine. And then I got a blade in here. This hilt also is, I believe, probably designed for the 1-inch blade, not the 7/8, which is what these are. So it moves around in there a little bit, but it's nothing that I'm gonna really be dueling with or anything like that. So I'm not going to go through too much on the Xenopixel core. Like I said, it's pretty much identical to the one from Damien Saber that you can get off Amazon, that I tossed into my Ultra Sabers hilt. So, you know, the only thing I don't like about this one is it seems, and I haven't looked yet, you could probably change it on the config file, The sensitivity, the movement sensitivity on this core seems to be much higher than on the Damien Saber one, because any little movement at all makes it, go off, or give sound. So I'm gonna see if I can turn that down a little bit, but out of the box it didn't. It's a little bit too sensitive there. But you got all your same deal. All your good stuff there. Let me just toss the app up here because it's going to be a lot easier to just do a couple of these with this. All the motion. And that's the other thing, is when you go to turn it off, because it senses that movement, the off, you get the hum of like the swing, and you get the off at the same time, so I don't really care for that. But you got all your basic ones on here. The third hunter. The master. It seems like a lot of these are, like I said, identical to the Damien Saber core, but I feel like they have a little bit of a different sound to the sound fonts. And then they come with some of them. I noticed the colors were not preset properly, which, not a big deal, you can change it. Fallen Apprentice Magenta. The Princess. But yeah, most of them are the same. You've got your same effects with them, your different blade effects and everything. Truly lost. So, yeah, as far as the Xenopixel internals go, the cores, I like them. I got no issues with them. They have their benefits over the SNs, as do the SNs over the Xenos. So, the Xenos I feel I can do a little bit more, but to each their own. So, that's pretty much the core on that one from SaberForge. I can't recommend, I guess, either or between the SaberForge core and the Damien Saber one off Amazon. It just all depends where you want to get it. But they're, like I said, they're pretty much identical. If you have other stuff that you can order off of SaberForge, then go for that, because Amazon usually got free shipping. I believe I did have to pay shipping. I might have gotten free shipping on SaberForge. I don't remember. But that's that one. As far as the core goes, and as far as the hilt goes, if you're looking for something nice and simple, simple design, nice and smooth, this will definitely be a very good trick or spin saber. It's light, very lightweight. It comes apart nice and easy. There's your core there. If you are going to change out the internals, obviously, this one, to take the battery out of the RGB one, you have to pull the core out, which is just a simple set screw on the back, and then push the button in on the front, and it pops out. Otherwise, your charging port's right there. But the hilt itself, the Ghost Flame, nice, simple design, good for beginners, for spinning, dueling, tricks, all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I'd say, recommend. I'd recommend it. It's definitely not a bad little deal there. So, as far as the next one goes here, so that one I got with the first one. Like I said, the first buy one get one they did for last year, or ever. I don't even actually know. The second one here, this one I got with, you might have seen it if you watched the video that came out just after Christmas. This one came with the Obi-Wan Kenobi, Phantom Menace, and actually Attack of the Clones hilt. I already got a blade in it here because I've been messing with it, but this one was the, I believe it's the LaTha. Otherwise TXQ I think calls it the Purifier, but on Theory Sabers website it is the LaTha. Again, this one came with RGB internals. After messing with this more and more after I got it, I realized that I very much like this one. I love the look of it. It's got like a industrial kind of look, or like steampunk maybe. And it looks kind of mean, kind of aggressive. It feels aggressive too. It's not the best for spinning tricks and whatnot. So this one I'm running a 36-inch blade in, just because the hilt is a little bit bigger. I mean, depending on what you compare it to. The Ghost Flame, it's a lot a bit bigger as I'm hitting the ceiling. But I got it for the my Ultra Sabers one, just because of how deep the blade runs into the hilt, so it'll essentially make it a 32-inch on there. But on this one, I kind of feel like this is more of a two-handed, so you're going to want to maybe have a longer blade. At least I will. So, but yeah, really, I actually really like this. Really like this this hilt. So, the only thing I had to do to it, again, for any of you that have watched the other ones, if I've mentioned, the little things don't bother me whatsoever. So, I've got mechanic background. I do a lot of work. I get a lot of tools for working on cars and whatnot. So when I went to take all this apart to get to the internals to see if I could swap them out, these are not the original screws that are in here that hold the this top black fin piece on. They were just basic set screws like what hold the blade in, but they were stripped out, unfortunately, the Allen key. So I couldn't get them out. I believe they were Loctited in. So I had to extract those, went to Ace Hardware, and then found, had to get a little bit bigger thread pitch because they didn't go down that small. So drilled and tapped the two holes, one on each side, and then just ran a different stainless steel screw in to hold it in. So it adds just a little bit different look to it, in my opinion. Not a downside for me at all. It was easy enough to do. So, and then as far as the internals go on it, I ended up finding out, I went on to some of the Facebook lightsaber pages, found out you go through AliExpress, however you pronounce it, and you can go on to TXQ's, their store page on there, or there's a couple other ones, and you tell them what hilt you have, and they will actually send you either the SN internal or the Profi internal, whichever you want, for that hilt. So I'm not going to take it completely apart here, but it came in, actually, I can pull the old one out here and show you basically what it looks like. So here is the old RGB. It's actually just a 3-piece, and this is what the SN one looks like as well. It comes with this is the LED, the RGB LED. For the SN, it just came with the pixel top, and then you've got your center switch piece because it is a 2-button design, and you've got your removable core with the bottom piece with the battery and the board on it. So that is basically what they send you for this, although it's, like I said, the pixel top. They send you the new switch piece, which is, about yay long for the double button, and the core, which is the SN core, and again, another battery. So very, very, very simple to swap out. This one, I suppose, had a little bit more to it, just because there are several pieces at the top. You have to take out the blade, make sure the screws are out for the blade, take those two out for this top piece that slides off, and pull the bottom piece out, and then you can get to everything from in here. There's your set screws underneath this for the RGB or the pixel top, or the, whatever it's called. So we're going to go through here. I believe for this one, I actually did not go straight off of TXQ's store. I went off of, I can tell you exactly here. It was another one that somebody in one of the groups recommended. 1977 Saberfest official store is what it is on the website. They were a little bit more on the price than TXQ, but they responded a little bit quicker, and they just seemed a little bit more friendly, personable. I don't know, however you kind of say it. So I just decided to go with them instead, and you know, maybe we'll try TXQ for something else. I got something I'm looking at in the future. Maybe one more hilt, and I'm going to probably go through them because they are a little bit cheaper. They're $20-$30 cheaper on that. So as far as the internals on this goes, so obviously it is a Theory Sabers hilt, or it came from Theory Sabers, but it does not have the Theory Sabers and Kyberphonics fonts on it. Well, it might. I don't know. It doesn't have the normal font package on it for this one because it came not from them. So
power on.
We're going to turn it on. The 2 button does make it a little easier to go through some of these sound fonts, but I do want to go through some of them. Well, probably all of them, let's be honest, on here, because there are some interesting ones on here that you don't get on the normal sound font packages from Theory. So we are starting off with, I believe it's actually Ayla Sakura. Can't do much swinging because, like I said, it's a larger blade. But you know, the 2 button on this, your top button is your on-off, as well as obviously you've got the gesture control, and then your AUX button is the bigger one on the bottom. The force some lines from the Clone Wars cartoon series, actually. But that's that there. Go to the next one here. Depapalaba or Deepapalaba. These are 2 of my favorites just because they, you know, come from the Clone Wars series. So this very responsive on the 2 button though. I mean, this is insane how responsive that is. This one's the Darth Maul, very similar. That's on the Xenopixels as well. Sounds a little different, but it's similar sound font. Dooku. I don't remember if it was this one or I think it's the other one, the Xeno, that has the pre-on for his, but still a great sound. Emperor, or Sidious, if you will. I think it said Luke. I think it's the original. But I don't know. Like I said, I couldn't hear it on that one, unfortunately. We got Rey. I'm assuming this is Rey when she has... this one had some off colors as well. But I'm guessing this was Rey's when she had Anakin's. Kylo.
I am the
Inquisitor. I don't know why it's green. Obviously, I mean, you can definitely tell it's the Inquisitor's blade sounds, but I don't know why it became green. It's supposed to be red. Can obviously change that. And it's not Temple Guard, because that's also in here.
Tell me, is this training? My training? No. Always training. The universe is.
Luke.
Master Windu.
Got Windu. That one is obviously the right color. Coyote Mundi. Don't think it's like it's a greenish yellow. It comes out on a screen yellow, but it's a greenish yellow in person. I don't think that's proper color on that either, but still cool. Again, it's a character you wouldn't normally see. I don't know if it's actually supposed to be Kenobi or if it's Grievous. Let's see here, maybe the... I guess probably Kenobi because that was an actual Force sound. Quinlan Voss. Again, another one. This one that the store that I got this from must enjoy the Clone Wars series, which is fine with me. Definitely by far my favorite. I want to just point out the detail, like the extra like vent holes all around this one. I love hilts that have that sort of thing. These small ones here are 2 more holes for set screws. If you're actually dueling with this, I would probably recommend putting those in as well, so it has 4 instead of just 2. I haven't done that yet. Reborn? Don't know. It was in, sounded like it was in Kylo's voice, but the Butcher? Oh, you know what? That last one I believe was if I could get the Force Park app to open, it actually does name all of them. Now that I think about it, that one's supposed to be this one is supposed to be Darth Revan's Sith. The other one's supposed to be Darth Revan Jedi. So, but you have both the Darth Revan ones on there.
Temple Guard.
There's your Temple Guard. That one is. This one's actually like a greenish yellow as well, but it's in there. You can change color, blade effects, all that good stuff. Everything is in the it's the SNV4, so everything's in there as far as blade effects, startup effects, and you can control it all in here or on the app.
Star Killer. Star
Killer. This is one that you don't normally get. Again, who knows if it's... I don't know if it's fully correct or not. I actually have the one that K-Sith made on a couple of mine, so I know that one's actually proper from both Force Unleashed and Force Unleashed 2. Why it's in a white, I don't know. Sounds good, though.
Ventress.
Asajj Ventress. It's always one that I've liked. Love the responsiveness of that. Leia. This one sounds pretty good. I like the sound a lot on this one.
Prepare a boarding party.
Vader. Come on. There you go. Don't know. Don't know what that one was. Didn't hear it. Ahsoka. Anakin. And we're back to Ayla Sakura. Okay, so it does come with two other sound fonts that you have to, because the SN cores only allow for a certain amount on there, or active. So it does come with two others that you can deactivate, you know, two and then activate those. I don't remember what they are. Again, won't connect to the app, unfortunately. But there are two extras on there, and obviously, you know, with the core and everything, you can add even more sound fonts to it if you wish, which I will probably do. But yeah, you can add more to it if you want, you know, off of K-Sith or Kyberphonics, any, you know, there's other ones out there, anything like that. So, but yeah, that should be it. Hopefully we didn't go too long. Like I said, you'll be able to kind of skip through them. But the final thoughts here on these, I love this one. I am very pleased that I got this as the free one. And then yeah, the only thing that had to be changed out was the internals, which is fine. Again, as far as that goes, AliExpress, whatever it's called, you can get the internals for any of the TXQ Sabers right off of there, and I think I paid like 30 or 40 bucks for it, and the pro fee I want to say is like 50 or 60. So and it came pretty quickly as well. I think it took like a week and a half, something like that. So if you're looking for changing out internals on some of your TXQ Sabers, there's a good way to do it, since we can't get internals through Theory Sabers yet. And then as far as the hilts go, definitely recommend that one. The LaTha, if you're looking for something kind of beefy and like I said, industrial or steampunk kind of looking. The Ghost Flame for more of like a prequel kind of vibe, or basic beginner, very simple kind of dueling trick saber. And then the internals, either off Amazon, Damien Saber, or SaberForge, the Xenopixel core. Nice little drop-in deals for, you know, certain ones as well. So that's what I got on that. Oh, yep, and then get yourself a case. These things are nice. Got it off Amazon. This was like 20 bucks or less, I think, for that. Holds all my batteries for all that, so they're not just sitting all scattered everywhere like they have been for years. So that's what I got on that. Yeah, any questions, feel free to comment. Give me a like, subscribe if you haven't. I'm going to be tossing up some more just random gameplay stuff here and there. Like I said, I got one more saber that I'm looking at getting. We'll see about getting that in the future, if that comes or not. And that's all we got for now. We'll catch you in the next one.